The sales clerk can provide you with a receipt, prevent fraud, control spending with Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Well, good morning, everybody. It is 2 minutes after 7 a.m. as we say good morning to all of you. We're on Mix 1041. We're on MixTV.tv. It's local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And Saturday night, it started out as a wet evening, but you know what? The rain stopped for the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade. And actually, we'll talk more about that coming up with Dwayne Williams, who did the parade with Kim Gunter. But also, we, of course, had a big night. Let me get to the overall award winners. Main Street Cleveland, Sharon Marr tells us. Best overall float was Cleveland Utilities. The best commercial large float was Peyton Southeastern. Best commercial small was Always Caring. The middle and high school best float went to Skills USA. Also, on the elementary side, Michigan Avenue Elementary, religious went to, United Christian Academy, and civic, Dwayne, was the Wesley Memorial United Methodist Children's Program. What a night you guys had. I watched you guys Saturday night. It was good.
It was great. It was one of those things, Kim Gunter, Joel Rogers, tremendous job being a part of the broadcast there, first of all. But it was like it was planned that way. It rained really right on up to about, probably 15 minutes before it was going to start. Then it got to a drizzle. Yep. And then for most part of the parade route, it was not raining at all. And then I left the parade, got to Key Street, and it started pouring again.
That's right.
It was just meant to be, I guess.
It was amazing. And, again, you can go back and watch the parade. About 20,000 people already have. Go to MixTV.tv. Hey, thanks to the Salvation Army of Cleveland and Inman Coffee for being our presenting sponsor of that event. Cleveland Daily Banner reported on Saturday an estimated 12,000 tons of waste from Cobb County, Georgia, is expected to come to the Bradley County landfill over the next 6 months. The State Department Environment Conservation's Division of Solid Waste Management approved an application submitted on October 30th for a trial period lasting 180 days. 12,000 tons of Cobb County's dewatered municipal wastewater treatment residual waste expected to be disposed at our landfill in Bradley County. Also, in the news, Chattanooga Times Free Press reports this morning, a year after the rolling blackouts hit this area for the first time, a new study on America's power grid says electricity demand continues to grow faster than new generation, threatening to create more power outages during cold winter days ahead. A large portion of the North American bulk power system is at the risk of insufficient electricity supplies during peak winter conditions. And TVA spokesperson Scott Fielder said TVA spent more than $8 million to upgrade power connections and lines to the Cumberland fossil plant and other equipment at TVA's natural gas plants to ensure they continue to operate under colder and more adverse weather conditions than they have in the past. And the Associated Press reports this morning, parents of Nashville school shooting victims can seek a court order to keep the writings of the shooter from ever being released to the public. That, according to the State Court of Appeals, the parents, along with the Covenant School and Covenant Presbyterian Church, all have a right to participate in a court case that will determine which police records can be released to the public. That, according to the appeals court. And that is local and state news coming up on 7:07, and we're going to get into our Empty Stocking Fund festivities and a lot more this hour of our WCLE Empty Stocking Fund, sponsored by Cleveland Plywood Company. We'll join them in just a moment, but first, Dwayne is in. I come back and Bridget leaves. How about that?
That's it. And, of course, Brenda is out today
and Brenda's gone.
Yeah, so.
Well, she heard Rick Kaywood was coming, and there's a restraining order, and, we understand that.
Yeah, so we'll do everything we can and navigate through the morning, navigate traffic.
There we go.
Already starting off with dad jokes this morning.
All right.
But let's get to the Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol update. Don Ledford in Cleveland, your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And right now, through the 7th of this month, a few more days remaining, when you go to Don Ledford and get your oil change, 10% of the oil change will help benefit the Empty Stocking Fund. All right, everything's looking pretty good out there to get started with your Monday morning. If you notice any traffic concerns at all, you can give us a call on the Volunteer Rent-A-Pass Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us on the Darren Miller eXp Realty text line, 614-6499. Yeah, she is.
Bring her on in.
Nicole, come on in.
Yeah, we've got
That's our new intercom.
We've got the Hardee's Wake Up right here, so we invited Nicole. Come on in, Nicole. Nicole Moorehead.
Did you like the new intercom system that we installed?
That's pretty good, I thought. That's pretty good. I invited Nicole in to do our Hardee's Wake Up right here, live and in person. Good morning. How are you? You're the only one. You're the only one. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. What now?
Yellow.
Yellow, they tell me. Okay. Try it again.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Okay, yeah, they switched the mics up because we got so many.
Try to trip him up.
Nicole, I tell
Keep on
you,
his toes.
first of all, Hardee's, you guys have been involved in our Empty Stocking Fund really going back over 50 years. George Johnson, who brought Hardee's to Cleveland over 50 years ago. And my grandfather, Reverend Littlefield, he always helped my grandfather at Christmas time. And you guys are continuing that tradition in a great way. Tell us about what starts here this morning.
Yes, well, we're super excited. You know, we've been working with the Empty Stocking Fund for years. It took on a special meaning to me last year, personally, in my role at JNS, when I brought my girls to go to the volunteer shopping day at Walmart last year, and it touched me and my kids to be able to read those lists and see, you know, they're not asking for the latest and greatest game system or any of those things. They have needs that are so something that we wouldn't even realize, just for clothes and food and things like that, it blew me away. And so it has really touched my heart, and so we want to do more. So this year, JNS Hardee's, we have 3 locations. We have Paul Huff, Spring Place, and 25th Street. We have donation boxes set up. Our stores are super competitive, so we started kind of a thing between each store. They're each trying to raise $500. So we're super excited for that. So when you go in and get your biscuit this morning, just stop in, and if you can't get to the station to make a donation, you can stop at one of our Hardee's to drop that donation.
That is so exciting, and I believe it's today through Wednesday, is that right?
Yes, today through Wednesday. And actually, some of our stores started Saturday because they are super competitive and
I
wanting
love
to
it.
raise the most.
I love
so
that.
they're working on it. They're pushing.
You talk about just one of the most involved companies locally, and that's JNS and Mark Johnson, Julia Scoggins, the entire team, yourself. You guys, I tell you, when it comes to good things, Hardee's is always involved. Speaking of good things, let's talk about the latest. What's going on at Hardee's?
Yeah, well, we still have our candied bacon biscuits. Those are still around till the end of the month. So if you haven't tried our candy bacon, any of our candied bacon items, you'll definitely want to go by and get that. And then, of course, we still have our cinnamon raisin, which we're getting to the end of that, too. So stop in and get those.
All right, that's at Hardee's. So donation boxes, Nicole, if you'll remind me those 3 locations, please.
Yes, Paul Huff, Spring Place, and 25th Street. So all 3 of our main Cleveland locations.
That is just wonderful. I think you are going to come back, and maybe Julia comes to the finale this Friday. Is that right?
We will see you Friday, and we'll let you know what we've got. So
Very good. We will see you on Friday morning at our finale at Life Care Centers of America. All right, Nicole Moorehead, JNS Hardee's, thanks so much.
thank you for having me.
Great to
Have
see
a good
you.
morning.
Good morning, and we'll come right back with more in a moment.
Hardee's newest handcrafted.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
I'm Matthew Coleman of the law firm of Logan Thompson. My family and I want to thank this community for blessing us every day with their love and compassion. So as we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, we pray for those same blessings on you and your family. So from all of us at Logan Thompson, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Big announcement as part of the bowl games yesterday. Scooters Coffee Corporate is the presenting sponsor of a bowl game. I believe it's the, let me see here, Claudia Parker told me. The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl is going to be played in Texas, and it's going to be Texas, San Antonio, and Marshall. It's a great matchup as part of their, it's the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. So there you go.
Yeah, they've seen how well the sponsorship was going with us on Mixed Mornings, so
Yes.
so they jumped on board there.
That's exact, and we're like a football game in here.
That's
so,
exactly right. We're always fumbling.
Well, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Just look to your right, you'll see that.
That's it.
All right, let's over to you.
All right, this break is brought to you by Scooters Coffee, where they have amazing people, amazing drinks, and they're amazingly fast. 2 locations on one in Keith Street here in Cleveland in front of Leisure Time Bowling. The second location up in the Sweetwater area if you're visiting that area. And right now, Steve, if you spend $25 on gift cards, you'll receive a $5 bonus gift card. That's in stores only through December the 26th. So give away 25 and receive 5 at Scooters Coffee.
Maybe Florida State can play in that game. It's 7:16. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. And we'll do that right here. Roger Pickett.
The Mermaid Mattress Holiday Sale is going on now. Buy select iCool and L&K mattress sets by Mermaid and receive a free adjustable base upgrade only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. God, I didn't know how much stuff Bridget had to do. I mean, between everything else. But anyway.
Yeah, pipe down. It's fine. She does nothing.
Your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast is going to see sunny skies today. We're going to reach a high this afternoon of 58. Then for your evening low, we're going to go down to 42. 36 will be the low overnight. And then for Tuesday, we'll see a high of 56. Still mostly sunny skies. Tuesday night low will be 37. Right now, your current Simply Bank temperature is standing at 36 degrees. A little foggy in some areas it's staying out there, so just be mindful of that around those water areas.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It's our 48th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund, and we go over and say thanks so much to Cleveland Plywood Company. Here for us every year, the owner of Cleveland Plywood is Steve Robinson and friend. I don't know, what's your name? Rick Kaywood, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, Steve.
Steve, I want to begin with you. You know, we've got so many new people in Cleveland and Bradley County, as you very well know. By the way, you can see the results of Cleveland Plywood all over this building, but you're in that business. Tell us what you do.
Well, we actually, in our mission statement, we talk about helping our community to develop and build. And so we play a role in that, and it's really gratifying to go back a half a century that we've been in this community, and to drift back in your mind and see what it looked like then, and then to roll the clock, the timeline forward, and it's just super exciting. It just, you know, we are listed as a growing place all over in publications, on television, and it's great to see our hometown be that way.
Certainly is. Rick Kaywood, how long have you been at Cleveland Plywood?
Just
If you'd like to come in from the hallway and talk at the microphone, it'd be very nice. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Just over 47 years.
Over 47 years. Now, you've made a recent announcement. Tell us what's happening with you.
End of the year, I'll be retiring.
Retiring.
I'll still be available.
Oh, Steve says get out. Take this job and shove it. It's over. Steve, come on.
I'm having to send him to Florida in February to represent us, but he's going to be working for nothing, so that's good for me.
Oh, well, and he just found out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's funny. Rick, what's it been like, buddy? No kidding. Rick Kaywood, Cleveland Plywood. 47 years. What stands out?
Who I work for. Been fantastic.
Yeah.
To work for a person as great as Steve.
Well, that's wonderful. Rick, and I tell you, you deal with so many people. You know, you stand there at the desk at Cleveland Plywood, and you're going to see so many people come in. I'd say also dealing with all these people over the years has been wonderful.
Yes, absolutely. He has made a lot of great friends over the years.
You've got such a great family, the Kaywoods, and you know all the relatives you've got.
Not as many of us as there used to be.
I know that. Steve, isn't that what it's all about, community to Cleveland Plywood Company?
It is. You know, you have a storefront in this community for all these years, and as Rick said, you know, these people have come and gone. They become family to us. You know, we're meeting the new people coming into Cleveland. They're building homes or repairing homes. They're from California. They're from Michigan, Texas. I mean, it is amazing, and we always say, how did you get here? And the stories are interesting, but they somehow find their way to Cleveland, Tennessee.
And Rick, you know, we're joined by Steve Robinson, Rick Kaywood, Cleveland Plywood Company. Rick, your team there is just, your staff, unbelievable at Cleveland Plywood.
Have a outstanding staff. We really do.
You've done very well.
Yes.
Very well.
Steve's made some great choices over the years as we've hired new people. So.
But didn't you predate Steve at Cleveland Plywood?
Slightly.
Slightly?
He did work summers prior to me, but as far as full-time employee, I've got probably 8 months.
Few months, yeah.
Which it's Steve, obviously a family business.
Yes, sir.
You came, it was a harrowing time 50-something years ago.
It was, and you know, Rick and I guess my dad kind of felt like that we would pair up well. So he would give us some projects, right, Rick? And apparently it worked. Here we sit 40-something years later, something worked.
Well, guys, you've always helped our Empty Stocking Fund going way, way back, Steve, and I'll turn it over to you.
Well, we want to say to our community out there that obviously we believe in this, or we wouldn't be up this early dealing with Steve. So this has been a tough year on families. There's been inflation, filling up your car. My wife did a thing the other day, said, how much do you think this costs from the grocery store? And I was way low. You know, because the prices of basic items have been tough on people. But remember that no matter what, share what you can. And this is big, as the young lady from JNS said. Nicole said that it's amazing if you've never sat there on the front lines what this does, and the smallest gift can be multiplied by our Father into something magical.
Amen. Amen. That is so true, and Clean Plywood helping once again. And Rick, it's been a tradition for you guys, hasn't it?
Over the years, yes. We've participated for a number of years.
You know, we have Brenda Lawson, who's not here this morning. She heard you guys were coming, and rightfully so. No, Brenda has reported that we've got about 1,500 children. Never had that many.
Is that a high water mark?
That's forever, for all time. And as Nicole mentioned earlier, many of the lists when they go shopping are for sheets and blankets and towels and things of that nature. And so. But you know what, guys? This would not be possible without the wonderful people listening and watching and this audience, this community.
Yes.
That's all about. Well, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Rick, anything you want to add here before we go?
Just please make your donations to the Empty Stocking Fund.
All right. Thank you very much. Steve, anything? I'll give you the final word here. Clean Plywood Company.
Well, thanks for letting us be here, and we intend to be involved in this community for as far as we can see.
That's right. So, Rick, what happens now? Are you going to go pitch for the Braves? Is that right?
I might go watch the Braves, but no, I won't be pitching. I'm too old for that.
And so you'll be having breakfast at Old Fort. They can find you there, and lunch, and
well, I don't know about the lunches anymore, but definitely breakfast.
Okay, yeah, you'll be asleep at lunchtime. Guys, thanks so much. No kidding. I really appreciate it. And Dwayne said, hey, send a special request out to Rick K. Wood for his retirement. This is Cousins, the Chipmunks.
I'll say we are.
They recorded this years ago.
Okay, Simon?
Okay.
Okay, Theodore?
Okay.
Okay, Alvin? Alvin?
Good morning. We have a lot of sunshine to come today, but of course that was not the story on Friday and Saturday. So in case you didn't catch an update yesterday, I wanted to go over the rainfall totals that we had for the first couple of days of December. So this happened since Friday morning and kind of wrapped up early yesterday morning. Chattanooga came in officially at the airport 1.95 inches of rainfall, so almost that 2-inch mark. Dayton and Athens both around 2.5 inches, 2 inches as well in Scottsboro. Dalton a little bit less, 1.18 inches there in Dalton. Cleveland 2.5 inches as well, in fact a little bit above 2.5. Whitwell at 2.35. Jasper, that big number there, 3.2 inches of rainfall, about 1.5 inches in both Trenton and in Murphy, North Carolina as well. And this was all rain that we certainly needed with those ongoing drought conditions for the fall season. So thankful for this. We get to dry out for a few days as well. So here's what's happening outside right now. We have pretty quiet conditions across the Tennessee Valley and cold temperatures too. Most of our communities are in the 30s at this hour, 41 in Chattanooga and 40 in Altamont. No wind at this time, but that breeze from the southwest will be picking up as we go through the day today. So here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. I mentioned drying out after the weekend rain. There are a few of you that may pick up a little bit of rainfall today. There's going to to be a brief window this morning time from about 8 to 11 a.m. that we can see a couple of little spotty sprinkles or a light shower here or there, mainly north of Chattanooga with those partly sunny skies, 41 at 8 a.m. By noon, though, it's mostly sunny and 57 degrees, 60 at 2 o'clock, 59 at 4 p.m. Generally afternoon highs today ranging from about 55 to 62 across the area. And then by 6 p.m. tonight, it'll be mostly clear and 54 degrees. Notice that wind from the southwest to the west for the morning time into the afternoon. Again, sustained at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting around 20 to 25. Here's the more long-term look for this week ahead. So enjoy the 61 today. The 57 tomorrow is going to be pretty seasonable for this time of year. Our normal high would be 56 degrees. Notice Wednesday, that big cool down, only a high of 49, and then it starts to stair step right back up, hitting a high mile.
As Go Hawks, he is owner, of course, Matt owns Boundless Moving and Storage, and I hated I missed you, Matt. You and the children last week. Thank you for what you did for the Empty Stocking Fund in memory of his son Silas, Matt and Heather Carlson. But he says, Go Hawks! That's right, Iowa and UT, Dwayne, and the Citrus Bowl. I call it the Cheez-It Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, and it always reminds me, every time I hear the Citrus Bowl, of Steve Spurrier when he was coaching Florida. Wonderful, wonderful times when he used to say, well, you know what I'm about to say?
No, I don't, not necessarily.
You can't spell citrus without UT.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the Citrus Bowl was the second-place bowl in the SEC at the time. I don't know if it still is or not. You can't spell citrus without UT.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was a dig that kind of stuck.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love Spurrier. I don't care.
Yeah.
Dwayne, I tell you what, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list at 7:28.
All right, here who is celebrating birthdays today. Sonia McCann celebrating her 62nd birthday today. Happy birthday to her. Connor Bonham celebrating a 14th birthday today. And this one, Steve, your good friend Troy Spence celebrating a birthday today.
Mr. EMA himself.
Yeah, Mr. EMA, that's right. His wife said he loves it when you call him out on the radio.
I'm sure and she's being facetious. Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate that. And by the way, Troy is looking older.
Is he?
Yeah, he really is.
Okay.
Yeah, just be around him a while, you'll see it.
But he's a pretty big guy, so I'm not going to say that.
Well, that's exactly right. So, but, his wife used to teach classes at the YMCA. So, years. Matter of fact, used to teach my Jennifer Arntline.
There you go.
Years and years ago. All right, how do they get them to? Oh, you got another one.
We got a couple more. We got Weston Hall. That's from Mall. It says he's the sweetest, silliest little man that she knows.
Wow.
And then Chandler McDaniel celebrating a 19th birthday yesterday on Sunday. So that's good information right there. That is your Simmons Bank celebration list. If you've got birthdays or anniversaries you'd like to get to us today, you can call the Volunteer Riddipass Mix line, 614-6499. Text them on the Darren Miller EXP Realty text line, 614-6499. That's a Simmons Bank celebration list.
Hey, thanks, Larry McDaniel, Town Squire, $300 for the Empty Stocking Fund. That's in honor of Chandler McDaniel and his 5 other grandsons, all boys, there with Tennille and Tiffany. So, Larry, thanks. Larry and the Town Squire helps us every year, $300. I tell you what, while the waters are troubled here, Dwayne, tell us what else is going on.
All right,
for the Empty Stocking Fund.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
There's a lot going on.
Here is some of the people that has given over the past couple of days. And, of course, we do encourage people to either call or text this morning, 614-6499, or go to our website, mymix1041.com. Click on the Empty Stocking link that's at the top of the page. You can donate securely with your credit card. It is the final week. Yeah. We want to say thank you to Cora Cummings, gave $25. James Medlin also gave $25. And then we have Dr. Brad and Missy Moffitt gave $500. Christy Stansel, $100. Jim Rush Funeral Homes gave $1,000. You mentioned a while ago Larry McDaniel with the Town Squire, $300. Cleveland Plywood, $250. And then Rick Kaywood, Posh Nails, they gave $200. And then also Rick Kaywood, $200. And then Steve and Karen Robinson, $200 as well. That brings our...
Yeah, what's our total here on Monday? Because we got Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell on the way in. So what's our total?
That brings our total right now to $83,032.95.
That's great. $83,32. What is it?
95.
95. So $83,000. $32.95 on day number 6 of 10. We will wrap things up on Friday morning at Life Care. And I heard him say last week, when you're thinking about it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a business that's taking donations, that's wonderful. If your business wants to do something special, maybe a discount or give a percentage or whatever for the Empty Stocking Fund, let us know you're doing that. Don Ledford, 10% of the oil changes go in the Empty Stocking Fund through Friday. Thank you very much to them. Of course, Debbie trying to do something to repent for all of her sins, and that won't do it. But we got a lot of things happening. We got when you give to the Empty Stocking Fund from 1 penny to whatever, you're going to be in the running for tickets to see the Titans Jaguars January 7th, or 4 Braves tickets for next season. Braves made a big trade yesterday. Or you can also get tickets to Rock City. Got some other stuff, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
I tell you what, though, Steve, we just got a text in that we want to make sure we get on. Aletha
right.
Jones, we love her.
Aletha!
And the Payroll and Treasury Department at Life Care Corporate challenges all other departments to raise over $500 this year. So thanks to Aletha Jones and the Payroll and Treasury Department there at Life Care.
Hey, thanks so much to Hardee's. When you go get your biscuit this morning, today through Wednesday, Hardee's has gift, or they have donation boxes out for the Empty Stocking Fund at 25th Spring Place. Oh, Lord. What is it? 25th and Paul Huff.
Paul Huff
That's
is the third one, yes.
Paul Huff, 25th and Spring Place. Hardee's. They have donation boxes out. Thank you so much to J&S and Hardee's. So we're at $83,032.95. On this, the final week. Quick news update right here.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Parents of an Asheville school shooting victims can seek a court order to keep the writings of the shooter from ever being released to the public. The State Court of Appeals ruled last week. And we have the Main Street Cleveland Christmas Parade this past Saturday, with, of course, hosted by Dwayne Williams and Kim Gunter on MixTV.tv. And best overall, Cleveland Utilities. Congratulations to them. Large commercial was Peyton Southeastern. Commercial small, as always, Caring. Middle and high school. Is that just Skills USA, or was that a certain school?
Central.
Bradley Central.
Bradley Central, yeah.
They cut that off in the print. That's okay. So Bradley Central High School, and Gideon was a part of Skills USA, weren't you, for Bradley Central? Michigan Avenue Elementary, and religious is United Christian Academy. Civic is the Wesley Memorial United Methodist Children. So congratulations to all the award winners.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning out there, everybody. Time for a traffic check from the Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Team. Don Ledford in Cleveland is your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in Cleveland, located on North Lee Highway beside Bradley Square Mall, or anytime at donledford.com, where they say yes. Traffic's still looking good out there this morning, so please drive safe. If you notice any traffic concerns, you can become a member of the Mix Highway Patrol Team by giving us a call on the volunteer Ritipes Mix line, or texting us on the Darren Miller eXp Realty text line, same number, 614-6499. This traffic update has been brought to you by Southland Finance. If you need some holiday cash, go by and see our friends at Southland Finance on Key Street next to Elders Ace Hardware.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Shift premiums for people that want to work overnight and those type things. So check it out. Go to Mars Wrigley. Well, let me go back. Let me find that. Let me find it at careers.marswrigley. Let me start over, Steve.
Okay.
We want to give the right website. Careers.mars.com and search Cleveland. That's careers.mars.com and search Cleveland.
At 23 before 8 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Hurry in. For a limited time, save $500 on select Tempur-Pedic at all Mermaid Mattress locations.
All right, here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast as we try to get it to load back up there again. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be sunny today. We're going to see a high of 58 this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we're going to get down to 36 for an overnight low. And then for your Tuesday, the sun will return with a high of 56 and a low of Tuesday night of 37. Right now, your current Simply Bank temperature standing at 36 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location.
Now, from local...
No. All right, it's 22 before 8. Good morning, everyone. Let's check the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. The sports report sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Hey, thanks so much, Larry McDaniel. The Town Squire, $300 to the Empty Stocking Fund. That's in honor of Larry's 5 grandsons. I was wondering, is the Town Squire a complete men's store? Yes. Larry and his staff have been outfitting their customers since 1977 from head to toe, carrying suits, sport coats, dress and casual slacks, shirts, belts, ties, and shoes. Your complete men's store for over 46 years. Fall wardrobe sale now in progress. Come in and check them out. Walk out in comfort and style. You'll never know how good you can look until you get dressed at the Town Squire, locally owned and operated. The shop that appreciates the customer. The Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, I tell you, we've not seen controversy like this in a long time in the CFP college football playoff rankings. And so here we go. Michigan, number 1. Washington, number 2. Texas, 3. Alabama, 4, Dwayne. Florida State, number 5. Just what do you make of that?
Well, you were texting me that yesterday when it first came out. I'm not really a fan of Alabama. Everybody pretty much knows that. I'm a Tennessee fan. But I think Florida State has a legitimate argument. You can't predict just because their quarterback, that's why they're saying they did that, is out, that maybe they wouldn't be as competitive as Alabama. That may be true, but they have earned the right to be there. They're undefeated, and so I think they have a legitimate complaint.
Yeah, there's so many ways to talk about this. I will tell you, Cleveland native Mike Alford, who is the son of Bradley County Commissioner and, of course, former Bradley football coach Louis Alford. Mike is the athletic director at Florida State, and we're going to be talking with him this week. I understand. I talked to Louis yesterday, but it's you can read his comments. I mean, it's incredible. An undefeated team winning a major conference championship, and they don't go. Now, why? Let's just go. You want to break down the bottom line here?
Yes.
It's TV ratings.
It is. That's what I said.
It's TV ratings. It's Alabama and Michigan in the in the Rose Bowl. Well, I mean that's unbelievable. Michigan, Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Then you got Washington, Texas in the semifinals, and the other semifinal is Washington, Texas in the Sugar Bowl. UT will play Iowa in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day. What do you think of that?
You know, I haven't really kept up much with Iowa this year, so I don't really have any comments. We're going to kind of get a deep dive and see about their players, kind of do a bit more research. But UT QB play still concerns me, so we'll see what happens.
Matt Carlson, the owner of Boundless Moving and Storage, already firing the first trash talk shot this morning on my text message. So he's from Iowa. There you go.
I'm not sure I'm going to be rooting for the Hawkeyes.
I don't think so. Cotton Bowl, December 29th, Ohio State and Missouri. Peach Bowl, December 30th. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, actually. Ole Miss will play Penn State. Orange Bowl, well, how about it? Georgia and Florida State. Well, you know, Orange Bowl is one of the major bowl games. So what's Florida State crying about? You know, you're in the Orange Bowl, going to be rolling large in Miami, baby. Welcome to Miami, Will Smith says before he slaps you. So there you go. So that's not much more we can add to all this. Is just a lot of drama yesterday. NFL, speaking of drama, Colts beat your Titans 31-28 in overtime. What do you think?
You know, Titans, I don't know. I'm right now, I'm going to be on the Jacksonville's bandwagon for now.
You're going to the Jags?
I'm going to the Jags.
There we go. All right. Falcons beat the Jets in the ugliest game in NFL history, probably. It's terrible, but whatever. We're a 6-6, lead the worst division in the history of football. 13-8, we beat the Jets. Who cares? Last night, though, great game. Packers beat the Chiefs 27-19. Packers, Jordan Love, buddy, I tell you, they're putting it together up there. Beat the Chiefs. There you go. Hey, tonight, your Jags, Dwayne, will host the Bengals. And no, not the 80s walk like an Egyptian. This is the Cincinnati Bengals. 8:15 tonight on ABC television, and we'll have it on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, our radio coverage presented by Hamilton Health. Hamilton Health, their cardiology office, now open on Chambliss Avenue. Ohio State beat the Lady Vols yesterday, 78-58. Braves acquired Mariners outfielder Jared Kelenic plus 2 other players in a 5-player trade. They've started the winter meetings in Nashville, and baseball winter meetings. Jim Leland, elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's the first of several who'll be named and at the winter meetings. Hey, let me go back, Dwayne, the Blue Cross Bowl. You know, Oakland beat Bradley in the semifinals on Black Friday. Well, then Oakland had won 3 straight state titles. They were upset Saturday night by Houston High School. They're at Fenway Stadium, 24-9.
You know, it's hard to continue to win. I think Bradley showed that on Black Friday. So sometimes you're going to hit that stumbling block, and let's look at what's happened to Oakland.
But do you know Alcoa? I didn't realize this till this morning. I was reading it. Alcoa's won 9 in a row.
Wow.
9 in a row.
So that doesn't apply to Alcoa, what I just said.
Unbelievable. Hey, Bradley and Walker Valley lead their respective regions in postseason awards. Big congratulations. Bradley's Damon Floyd and his offensive coordinator, Todd Burkhart. They are the Damon Coach of the Year in 6A. That's the region. Burkhart is Assistant of the Year. Bradley's Boo Carter, Player of the Year. Caleb Martin, Offensive Player of the Year. Luke Keith, Ironman Lineman of the Year. At Walker Valley High School, best season in program history. Got to the state semis. Coach Drew Akins is Coach of the Year in the region. His assistants, Tyler Pope, Taylor Harmey, Coach of the Year. Senior quarterback, Evan Swartzel is the league player of the year. Bradley with 17 players on the all-region team. Walker Valley with 12. Cleveland with 9. At Sports, and sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Back in a moment.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply house,
you need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland Ford has plenty of vehicles to choose from and 2.9% financing available. So come see us or simply click this ad to get pre-approved.
May the blessings of peace, good cheer, and warm buttery made from scratch biscuits greet you this holiday season. From our Hardee's family to yours, Merry Christmas. We look forward to serving you all-day goodness in the new year.
I don't know.
Is it like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger? Is it Steve and Dwayne?
Well, no, Dwayne would not want to be associated with me. I'm still casting. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Charlie was a billionaire himself.
Absolutely, a legend in his time. I think what they set the bar high. But they didn't live like billionaires either, and I think that's the most fascinating thing about it. They both lived I think he lived in the same house for 70 years. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1955. So, yeah, they're certainly billionaires, and we can learn a lot from them.
Absolutely. Bobby Ludwig, your Edward Jones financial advisor. What's up this morning?
Hey, the markets. That's what's up, Steve. The Dow up 294 points on Friday. They closed at 36,246. We may be getting back to an all-time high in the Dow Jones. I think it's a 36.5, somewhere in that ballpark. The S&P up 26 to close at 4,595. The Nasdaq up 78 points to close at 14,305. So markets were up. Hey, Steve, did I hear correctly too that Eric at Volunteer Ridipes has got a challenge to all his financial advisors that he's matching any donations? Did I hear that right? I think I heard
it wasn't. I don't think it was just anybody, but he matched up to $4,000. I think that was last Wednesday with Mark Shepard. I believe that's right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that Gideon, that was accomplished, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're waiting to hear from you just any time. Are you coming to the finale?
Yeah, I'll come to the finale, Steve. I always support.
You like coming at the end, be all dramatic, which I love. I think it's great.
I usually come in and.
Oh no, that was Shannon. Hang on, Gideon. Who was that?
Yeah, Shannon. That's probably Shannon. He came in with a BNI contribution, didn't he?
Shannon came in with BNI, but he did a personal one for Edward Jones also. Gideon's telling me I wasn't here; I was sick. So anyway.
Oh, gotcha.
How people got a hold of you?
Support. Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, it's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
Hey, Bobby.
Yes, Steve.
Bobby.
Yes.
You're the man. Don't forget it.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Get off my phone. Yeah. All right, we're taking your pledges. Coming up, Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell are going to join us as guest host for the hour. This is Elton John. 614-6499 is our number. Come on, baby.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at CRockCity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Yes. I've known you a long time.
Yes, you made oatmeal for Caldwell this morning, and Caldwell was like, Jonathan left the kitchen. He goes, what did Dad try to do here? Well, I don't know what's going on with that oatmeal. Like,
how do you mess up oatmeal?
I can mess up toast. All right, we're going to talk with Jonathan and Sarah in just a second. And we continue. We are in day number 6 of our 48th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. So you can call or text your pledges in. Again, 423-614-6499. We've got to get a news update right here, however, at about 5 minutes before 8 a.m.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
All right, the Associated Press reports this morning that parents of the Nashville school shooting victims can seek a court order to keep the writings of the shooter from ever being released to the public. The State Court of Appeals ruled last week parents, along with the Covenant School and Covenant Presbyterian Church, all have a right to participate in a court case that will determine which police records can be released to the public. That, according to the appeals court. Cleveland Daily Banner reported on Saturday an estimated 12,000 tons of waste from Cobb County, Georgia, expected to come into the Bradley County landfill over the next 6 months. The State Department of Environment and Conservation's Division of Solid Waste Management approved an application submitted October 30th. And you remember the rolling blackouts of last December. Well, TVA says a new study, I should say, on America's power grid says electricity demand continues to grow faster than new generation of electricity. And we have the Main Street Cleveland Christmas Parade Award winners. And best overall, Dwayne. Dwayne Williams, Kim Gunter hosted our coverage on mixedtv.tv. Our had over 20,000 viewers. But Dwayne, Cleveland Utilities won the best overall.
They had a beautiful display on one of their trucks there. I think that's the one that had a guy like hanging off the back on a power pole. Was that the one, Gideon? That was
it
there?
Tim Henderson? Was he hanging on?
The Cleveland Utilities. Yeah.
No, you know what? Tim just told me that was actually a guy who didn't pay his power bill.
That's it.
So they made him hang from the pole. But that's very appropriate.
Yeah, it was very nice, though. Pretty neat float there, for sure.
And then, now, I tell you the one I remember, I watched it Saturday night, was the Bradley Central High School Skills USA. Was it Lindsay Bell involved there? With
Lindsay
dramatic?
Bell. She was texting and telling us about that, and it was really something. I think it was the last float. So besides Santa, of course.
Of course.
It was tremendous. A beautiful float.
Big congratulations, Peyton Southeastern, always carrying Michigan Avenue Elementary, United Christian Academy, and Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church. The big winners at 2 minutes for the hour.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
All right, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
All right, here's who's celebrating birthdays today on this Monday. Sonia McCann celebrating a 62nd birthday today. Connor Bynum celebrating a 14th birthday on this Monday. And your good buddy and our good buddy of the community, Troy Spence, celebrating a birthday today as well. Weston Hall, that's from Mama, says he's the sweetest, silliest little boy that she knows. And then Chandler McDaniel celebrating a 19th birthday on Sunday, yesterday. If you've got birthdays or anniversaries you'd like to get into our Simmons Bank celebration list, a couple of ways you can do that. You can call the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us on the Sell with Darren EXP Realty text line. Same number, 614-6499. Steve, back over to you.
All right, and we'll go back to you. It's time for a check of the streets. Dwayne filling in for Bridget, sadly back in rehab. And hopefully she'll be. But did you guys say anything about me when I was out last week, where I was?
Thank goodness you wasn't listening. No,
oh, no, I was. I thought I missed something.
No, we just said you were out. You wasn't feeling well, but we're glad to see you're back in today.
Okay, well, I saw too many mirrors is what happened, so that was it. Let's get back over to you, Dwayne.
All right, it is the Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol update. Don Ledford giving 10% of their oil changes now through December the 7th. So if you've got to get an oil change, go ahead and go see our friends at Don Ledford, and you're going to be helping the Empty Stocking Fund as well. Checked in on traffic just a couple of moments ago. We do have a little bit of a slowdown. I-75 heading southbound right past exit 20. May add a couple of minutes of travel time, but rather than that, everything else seems to be okay. If you notice any other concerns, again, call or text 614-6499.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339.
Have you checked out the Town Squire selection of UT Sportswear for the 2023 football season from Polo?
Hi, I'm owner of Don Ledford Automotive Center, and we sell Chevrolet, GMC, and Buicks. From our family to your family, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And if you're in the market for a new vehicle or used vehicle, please put us on your shopping list. We are open 24/7 at donledford.com. Merry Christmas.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Bridget's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making your coffee.
Well, I know. And then Hatchet yelling objection. I mean, come on.
All right, let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday, we'll see a high of 61, a low of 34.
Go outside and figure it out. We're done.
Yeah, that's
all
it.
right, your Assembly Bank temperature 37 degrees. Good job. Dwayne doing the best he can. All right, we're joined now by Stephen Hatchett and Stephen and Rachel Hatchett coming back again this year. Guys, good morning. How are you?
We're good, and actually we appreciate the weather forecast because we've had parades that we've been in, and we've got one tonight, so actually we do appreciate the weather.
Now, is the Jimmy Liner tonight in Athens?
It is indeed.
That's a great parade every year.
It is. It is, and the weather should be good for it.
Well, and that's great. You know, it's just a tremendous thing and a tradition in Athens, and we love our friends up there. Well, Stephen, I want to begin with you because you did announce that you're a candidate for District Attorney General. Let's give us an update on the campaign.
Well, you know, we're rapidly approaching. The election is in March. March 5th, the election. Early voting starts February 14. So it's moving quick. Actually, there's my phone going off right there.
You get on the air and it starts ringing.
I know, right? So it's moving quick. It's going well. We're happy to be out in the community. We're happy to be talking to folks, and it is moving right along. But we certainly wanted to come down here and make a donation to the Empty Stocking Fund. As I have said repeatedly, Steve, you guys do a great job down here bringing the community together, doing good for the community, and we're certainly happy to support that.
Thank you so much. Stephen Hatchett joins us. Rachel Hatchett's with us. And Rachel, you know, you came last year and told us what you do and your practice. Will you tell us, and especially for those who don't know, tell us what you do.
I am a sole practitioner for Divergent Roads Counseling, which is my agency. I am a therapist. I work with mental health. So I have an office both here in Cleveland and one in Athens. Have several therapists now that work for me. Trying to still grow some more because there's such a need in our communities.
There is a need. Do you have do you specialize in any segment or is it pretty much overall?
I pretty much do overall. We take from ages 5 and up. So I see a little bit of adults and kids. Everybody was like, are you going to specialize in kids? Are you going to specialize in adults? I kind of like both. I like getting down and, playing with the kids and working on things with them, and then having, adults that come in that know what they're focusing on.
I remember talking last year because we talked about coming out of the pandemic and the real highlight and how mental health was really in focus.
Yes.
And I know that's something, like you said, you deal with on a daily basis.
Yes.
What do you hear from, what is that, especially this time of the year? What are people telling you? What do you hear from the public?
I hear a lot of anxiety. That is really what we have left the pandemic with. I think anxiety was always there. I don't think it's something new, but I think, telling people that already have anxiety, go home, sit in your house, don't see the public, and then suddenly saying, okay, let's go back out in the public. You've given them, 6 months to a year of relief from not having to face anxieties to suddenly saying, go back out. And that is a struggle. And plus, think of the fear it created in the whole nation. So you add that on top of that. It's been a lot.
Rachel Hatchett joins us, Stephen Hatchett. And now, did I hear right that you guys are in the same building? That you work together in Athens?
Well, okay, so we're in the same building. Work together is different entirely. So the building, when we rented the building, John Profit rented it to us. And he made some changes so that it's actually 2 sections. Rachel has hers, I have mine.
Yeah, this is her idea. Yeah, get some walls up here. Let's go. Come on.
But it has worked out. It has worked out well, and obviously she has her office down here in Cleveland. And I don't. So when she wants to get away from me, she's perfectly able to come down here. So no, it has worked out well.
Absolutely. Rachel Hatchett, let's get some more information about your practice. How can people reach out?
They can reach me at Divergent Roads Counseling at 423-368-5893. Again, that's 423-368-5893. I'm also on Psychology Today, and you can email me through my link on Psychology Today.
That's tremendous. Stephen Hatchett, anything you want to add here before we go?
No, we appreciate you all having us down. We appreciate you all doing this. It's great for the community. It's a great thing to do. It lets you launder some karma. So there's also that for you, Steve.
I want to use that. That's pretty good.
But no, in all seriousness, we really appreciate you all having us down, and we wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
And how can people get more information about you, Stephen?
We're on social media. We finally did get our website back up and running. www.libertyjusticehatchet.com. Feel free to go there. But most people use social media today, and we are on social media.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Stephen and Rachel Hatchett. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. For the Empty Stocking Fund, it is 9 minutes after 8 news, and Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell sitting in with us this hour. Back in a moment.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is...
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Sure, the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
The Israeli military expands its ground offensive to all of Gaza and orders mass evacuations in southern Gaza where civilians had been told to go.
Israeli forces are ramping up their airstrikes. They say they targeted 200 different sites overnight, bringing the total number of strikes against Gaza since this war began 59 days ago to more than 10,000.
Fox's Trey Yingst, a U.S. Navy warship in the Red Sea, shoots down 3 drones launched by Iran-backed fighters in Yemen during an attack on ships in the Red Sea.
Houthi rebels claim their drones were firing at commercial ships that are linked to Israel. U.S. officials say Iranian proxy groups launched 4 attacks on 3 different ships. They say the attacks are a direct threat to international commerce and security.
Fox's Anita Vogel, a defense official, also tells Fox a U.S. drone strike killed 5 Iranian-backed fighters in Iraq who were planning an attack on U.S. troops. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com. Local and state news. Mix 1041 Talk 1013 The Buzz. We're on mixtv.tv. Good morning, everyone. 11 minutes after 8 a.m. as we bring you the news here with the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And in our news, hey, the Main Street Cleveland Christmas Parade Saturday night. Let me give you your overall winners according to Sharon Marr at Main Street Cleveland. Best overall, Cleveland Utilities. Tim Henderson, CEO of Cleveland Utilities, had nothing to do with it. But, hey, Tim, congratulations, buddy. I know you'll take all the credit. Commercial Large goes to Peyton Southeastern. Commercial Small, always caring. Hey, Skills USA, Bradley Central High School, Midland High School winner. Elementary is Michigan Avenue Elementary. United Christian Academy won the religious category, and Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church Kids won the civic category. Big congratulations to all the winners. Want to go back and watch the parade? You can watch that. Dwayne Williams, Kim Gunter, and Joel Rogers covered that for us, along with Gideon Ratcliffe, Austin Chadwick on mixtv.tv. Cleveland Daily Banner reported Saturday about 12,000 tons of waste from Cobb County, Georgia, expected to come into the Bradley County landfill over the next 6 months. The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation's Division of Solid Waste Management approved an application submitted on October 30th for a trial period lasting 180 days. 12,000 tons of Cobb County's dewatered municipal wastewater treatment residual waste is expected to be disposed of at the Bradley County landfill. And the Associated Press reports parents of the Nashville school shooting victims can seek a court order to keep the writings of the shooter from ever being released to the public. That's according to State Court of Appeals last week. Parents, along with the Covenant School and Covenant Presbyterian Church, all have a right to participate in a court case that will determine which police records can be released to the public. That's local and state news. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. All right, Fruit Loops, he's back there, and he looks about like it. Jonathan just asked me who do we call Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit Loops, get in here. Let Jonathan take a look at you. You'll understand. Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell join us. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you.
You guys doing all right?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here.
Jonathan, you grew up here. I want to talk. Well, here he is. Oh, sorry. Come on. Hey, I heard your
all the abuse. I mean, it's terrible.
I heard your liner because we had the staff introduce Christmas music this year. And so I hear you a little jab at me. Thanks.
Well, you asked me to include Fruit Loops, so.
Well, nobody knows who you are.
I'd do it in the best way.
So one time, Jonathan, we were asking people. We didn't want stupid questions on the air. What's your favorite cereal? Well, who cares? Nobody. So everybody was calling us, and we had hundreds of people. And so he tells us his. What's your favorite cereal?
I said Fruit Loops. Yes.
Yeah.
You're honest. Yeah.
And you are what you eat. You know, so I said, well, it's stuck, you know.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Hey, you know what? You know your buddy Charlie Lay? You remember what? You know Charlie?
Yeah.
You know his is Fruity Pebbles, which I said also very appropriate.
There you go.
Guys, how are you? Sarah, let me just start with you. How's everything going?
We're good. We're just, in teenage world, they run our life.
Isn't that the truth?
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Well, this is your second year helping us out, raising some money for the Empty Stocking Fund, and I know you both are very acquainted with what Brenda Lawson does and what we've done over the years. What do you think of this? I mean, we got about 1,500 children this year. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Wow. Well, I mean, the impact of that is I don't even know that you can even draw a conclusion to that. I know your grandfather, Reverend Littlefield, and of course, I remember years ago when it was, I think it was Christmas Memories with Brenda.
Brenda,
I was a driver.
Yep.
And
I knew that.
Well, I think we all went to Kmart and there were some funny stories, and then there were some very sad stories.
It was terrible situation, but it's not terrible, because the great thing is
is there's a lot of caring people and hundreds of them. And I know you've got people who you want to call in and get involved here. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope Jamie Kyle will be calling me.
Jamie Kyle.
Yeah, now you're in trouble.
Sissy Bigglestaller.
Yeah.
Sissy, there we go. We're going to start calling them out. 423-61. Michelle Bentley, 423-614-6499. As tell you what, let's get an update. It's been a while. Dwayne, I want to go over to you and get an update on how things are going with our WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. What's happening?
All right, Cora Cummings.
Hey, listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
So very much. Is their mic working, Fruit Loops, or no? We're having some trouble. Well, you got a lot of problems. We may have to. Go ahead. Let's see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sarah, I think you've got something. Is that right? Jonathan, I'm sorry. No, there we go.
Yes. Okay.
What's happening? So we're going to keep getting people to call in. Is that right?
That'd be great.
Well, I know it's Monday, but what better opportunity to get up and give on a Monday? Just make your Monday go great, you know?
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
That's exactly, and she was, Rachel Hatchett, talking about mental health. Well, I'll tell you, I feel like if you're sad and down and depressed, give in to a child. Well, I tell you, that'll
absolutely
put you in the spirit, you know?
Absolutely will. I mean, you can't outgive the king.
That's it.
So he'll bless you.
That's exactly right. All right, so it's 18 after 8. I tell you what, Dwayne, let's get a check of our traffic situation. What's going on?
All right, it is the Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol update. Don Ledford in Cleveland, your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in Cleveland. Located on North Lee Highway beside Bradley Square Mall, or anytime at donledford.com, where they say yes. Traffic's still looking pretty good out there now. We still have that little bit of slowdown past exit 20, but it shouldn't really slow you down much at all. But be safe out there this morning. And if you notice any traffic concerns, you can give us a call or text at 614-6499. That's the Volunteer Ritapest Mix line, and the Sell with Darren Miller eXp Realty text line. Again, 614-6499.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face or a more dramatic transformation for your body, Refined Looks leads the way. Call our Cleveland.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with 2.9% financing. Let's give discounts up to $10,000, plus let's give trade assistance cash too. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
I'm Matthew Coleman.
And I'm Robert Thompson of the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Christmas is a special season, particularly in our community.
So as this holiday season unfolds, the Logan Thompson family wishes you peace, love, and a very
Merry Christmas.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon.
coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Just wanted to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Visit us at cleveland-nissan.com. We can help out with all your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
After 8. Call or text us on the call the volunteer Red Pest Mix line 423-614-6499. We need your help. Or text the Sell with Darren Miller text line. Same number. Bruce Springsteen.
Good morning. We have a lot of sunshine to come today, but of course that was not the story on Friday and Saturday. So in case you didn't catch an update yesterday, I wanted to go over the rainfall totals that we had for the first couple of days of December. So this happened since Friday morning and kind of wrapped up early yesterday morning. Chattanooga came in officially at the airport 1.95 inches of rainfall, so almost that 2-inch mark. Dayton and Athens both around 2.5 inches, 2 inches as well in Scottsboro. Dalton a little bit less, 1.18 inches there in Dalton. Cleveland 2.5 inches as well, in fact a little bit above 2.5. Whitwell at 2.35. Jasper, that big number there, 3.2 inches of rainfall, about 1.5 inches in both Trenton and in Murphy, North Carolina as well. And this was all rain that we certainly needed with those ongoing drought conditions for the fall season. So thankful for this. We get to dry out for a few days as well. So here's what's happening outside right now. We have pretty quiet conditions across the Tennessee Valley and cold temperatures too. Most of our communities are in the 30s at this hour, 41 in Chattanooga and 40 in Altamont. No wind at this time, but that breeze from the southwest will be picking up as we go through the day today. So here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. I mentioned drying out after the weekend rain. There are a few of you that may pick up a little bit of rainfall today. There's going going to be a brief window this morning time from about 8 to 11 a.m. that we could see a couple of little spotty sprinkles or a light shower here or there, mainly north of Chattanooga with those partly sunny skies, 41 at 8 a.m. By noon, though, it's mostly sunny and 57 degrees, 60 at 2 o'clock, 59 at 4 p.m. Generally afternoon highs today ranging from about 55 to 62 across the area. And then by 6 p.m. tonight, it'll be mostly clear and 54 degrees. Notice that wind from the southwest to the west for the morning time into the afternoon. Again, sustained at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting around 20 to 25. Here's the more long-term look for this week ahead. So enjoy the 61 today. The 57 tomorrow is going to be pretty seasonable for this time of year. Our normal high would be 56 degrees. Notice Wednesday, that big cool down, only a high of 49, and then it starts to stair step right back up, hitting a high mild on Saturday at 63 degrees. Well, what about those rain chances then? So today all the way through Friday, we're generally drier conditions. Yes, we will have a window of time for a few little sprinkles, a light shower here or there today, Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's not a whole lot. The next significant rainfall comes into play once again, unfortunately, during your weekend. Now, Saturday generally looks dry during the daytime. This 30% is more Saturday night, and that rain will continue into Sunday as well. But I do want to kind of focus on the short term. Let's get you through the next few days just for this work and school week. Outside right now, we have this one kind of narrow band of clearing skies. More clouds to the southeast of that, more clouds to the northwest, but nothing on the radar here locally. I'm going to pull back further, and what you're going to notice is this low pressure system and trailing trough. Right along that, there's a little bit of rainfall. So as this continues to move eastward, that's what's going to bring us those small rain chances for today. So you can see that kind of clipping through during this morning time. It's not much, a couple little spotty sprinkles here and there, mainly north of Chattanooga. That's going to move through really pretty quickly. And look at all that sunshine you get for your Monday afternoon. Again, wind from the southwest to the west. It's going to be breezy out there, but a great day ahead. Overnight, a slight increase in clouds, becoming partly cloudy once more. As we look ahead to Tuesday, mostly sunny skies for the first part of the day. We will have a few.
Gonna check, I tell you, unless you've got something new on the Empty Stocking Fund, this hour brought to you by Vascular Institute. And Richard was here, now he's not here, so I don't know. But anyway, Richard, come on back, baby. Vascular Institute, we appreciate Tracy and Dr. Lassar and everybody at Vascular Institute. And I understand Richard had to go, so hopefully we can get him back. Dwayne, let's get a check now, though, of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
All right, we have Dejanay celebrating an 11th birthday. That in on the text line just a few minutes ago. Didn't give a last name, but we'll still give a shout out there. Duran Sherlin celebrating a birthday today as well. Chandler McDaniel, 19th birthday, was celebrated on Sunday. Weston Hall, that's from Mawmaw. Troy Spence, our good buddy Troy Spence in our community, celebrating a birthday today as well. Connor Bynum celebrating a 14th birthday today. And Sonia McCann celebrating her 62nd birthday today. That is our Simmons Bank celebration list.
All right, there you go. We're joined by our friends Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell. And which mark are they on?
They're going to be on
yellow?
Red and yellow.
Red and yellow. There we go. How are you guys? Good to see you. And Jonathan, you mentioned earlier you grew up here, and
yes, sir.
You've been here a long, I guess, all your life.
Yeah, my whole life.
Well, I guess so. I just think, well, yeah, you know. Yeah. Caldwell Paving. Tell us what's happening there. How are you guys doing?
Well, we're busy, thank the Lord. We're finishing a very good year so far, and the Lord has given us good weather, which is, in our business, our world, that's very important. Saturday it finally rained, but we've had a lot of work to get done and a lot of roads to pave, and we've been blessed. So we're trying to get it all done. We call it the playoffs, trying to get it done by the end of the year. But used to, in my day when my grandfather was doing this, they shut down everything about Thanksgiving because it got so cold. But now here it's almost a year-round business. I mean, up north they shut down because it gets too cold, but it's you never know here. One week it's 70 degrees, next week it's minus 7.
It's a good. I've always, and I've told you this before, personally, that it's your business is a good barometer of overall business. If you're busy, that's a good thing because people are building, people are doing things, people are
I think it's our region is
You think so?
It's exploding in growth. Like you look around. I mean, I've been here 25 years now. Steve, we used to have classes together.
I know we did.
Crazy.
25 years.
98, I came. When we were driving here this morning, I said, "Gosh, 25 years ago, I didn't think I'd be living here, and I didn't think I'd be married to you, and here we are."
For certain, I'm sure I wasn't going to be going to the radio deal with Steve Hartman.
You've come to the bottom of the barrel.
I love it. I'm so grateful.
Hey, I was saying about this the other day. Tell them your proposal story. Because, look, there's so many people who are new to the community, have no idea. Tell them how you proposed to her.
Well, we don't have all day.
Tell the short version.
The short version.
You got two versions. Yeah, that's all right.
I had approached our then Congressman Zach Wamp about helping me pull some strings, and I was back George W. and was his inauguration. I was going to try and see if I could work my way in and propose at the Tennessee inaugural ball where he would come out, and he laughed and he went, "You're not. I don't think you understand what you're asking." I mean,
He's a dreamer.
$1 million donors won't get that. I went, "Oh, okay." I was the Bush Cheney chair back in 2004. So anyway, he came back. He said, "I think I got a much better idea." And he goes, "I've been talking to the House architects and the people that can make those, because it's never really been done that we know of, but I can get you a window. Such and such day, come up and
the day before the inauguration.
Let's have lunch in the congressional dining room, and I've got it all planned out." And so I got the ring and stuffed it in the pocket, and we loaded up and headed to D.C. And it was literally had been snowing all morning, and it was a pretty God ordained event. I came up and
on the Capitol Dome,
just
very top,
all the way, walk those, and once you get up so far, there's nothing but a little bitty railing, and I hate heights. And you're
it's
looking
just
down,
hilarious.
You're in the rotunda.
He's like a giraffe.
I was going to say, yeah.
You're looking straight down to where where Reagan laid, where where the rotunda. I mean,
you're in the Capitol Dome.
You're working your way, and these steps are I don't know how old they are. They're starting to creak. Stephanie Culberson was right behind me. She went on this trip. We all went up on this trip together.
Yes.
And she's like, "Please don't fall back." And I'm like, I'm starting to sweat. I knew what was getting ready to happen. And of course, my fear of heights is kicking in. I'm looking down. I'm like, "Please." And finally, we got out of view of the drop off, and we got to the top where I could look out. And so we opened the door. Of course, there was a bunch of Secret Service sharpshooters there, just kind of looking at us. And the guy, he said, he flashed his little thing, said, we're good. And so anyway, Zach said, "All right, you got about 10 minutes. Do your thing."
Unbelievable.
So sweet.
Oh my, Sarah, what was that like?
Well, I was actually running around because it was so beautiful outside, the snow, and they were setting up all kinds of stuff all over the city. And in fact, the Capitol was actually closed that day. We were in there somehow got in, and Zach goes, "Hey, your man's waiting for you on the other side of the dome." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then when I went around the dome, he was on his knee in the snow, and totally was shocking. Like, it completely shocked me.
Goodness.
But then it made me laugh because I think Zach was about to run for governor or something, and we got an Associated Press interview right after, and I was like, only Zach could figure out a way to make this a political, But that was back before social media, so the AP Wire put it out there. So friends in Houston,
people were calling her,
him saying, "Oh my gosh, it's just."
You're on the Associated Press. You're on every newspaper in the country.
It was really special. It was sweet.
That's a tremendous story, and I never will forget it. All right, so I tell you, Dwayne, let's get back to business. So it's the WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. And here's the thing. We have crossed a very important barrier here into what is really our final 4 day or 5 days, if you count today.
Right.
This is go time.
It is a big deal, and we can't do this without the community support. Every single person out there, whether you're giving $5, $10, $20, when we all come together and put that money in one place for these 1,500 boys and girls, that's all that matters. Some people think, well, I hear those pledges being called out on the radio. I don't have $100 to give or $50 to give or more. I just got $20. I promise you that $20 is just as important as the $100 donations. We need everybody to come together to get these presents for these boys and girls.
And we do it every year.
Yep.
It is right now 8:35. We're going to take a break right here. And, of course, you can reach out to us, call or text 423-614-6499.
Hey, this hour of the 48th Annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund brought to you by Vascular Institute with offices right here in Cleveland. They're right there, as they say, right across from Longhorn. But they're also in Chattanooga, North Georgia. Now in Jasper, you can call Vascular Institute at 602-2750. And we're back in a moment.
You heard the Mayfield Dairy celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
It's Weather Center at 21 before 9.
Love your sleep with up to $800 savings on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster adjustable sleep sets at this area's best of the best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, here's your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. Going to see a high today of 61 under mostly sunny skies, low on your Monday night of 34. Then for Tuesday, we'll get back up to 56 for your high. Tuesday night low of 37. Right now, your current Simply Bank temperature, 43 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're joined by Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell this hour, the Empty Stocking Fund, and also Mike Thomason, who is, what's your official title, Andrew Johnson Bank? Get out? City president. That's not working. It's not coming through.
It should be on. Is that green light on your mic there? It's on. It's on.
You've killed the mic. We're having, it's always audio issues. It's obviously you. So we're going to, yeah, it's all radio. Austin said there's no problems on the, try it again, Mike. No, I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, come over here. So we'll readjust here for a second. It is 19 minutes before 9 o'clock, and yeah, we'll just sit you over there.
Why not?
Yeah, how are you?
Can I push some buttons?
Yes, right here. Just reach over. Andrew Johnson Bank, city president. How's everything at Andrew Johnson?
Doing great. We're having a great year this year. It's been a challenging year, like everybody else. It's interest rates changed really fast, and we had to make some adjustments. But we've been blessed, and I'm looking forward to the challenges of next year.
Seems like it. What when you talk to people, what are you hearing from the public as they talk to your bank?
I think a lot of people are kind of sitting back and watching, but we've still got people moving to this area. We're growing. We're making loans, and it's just that the shock of interest rates going up 4% really in 4 months has kind of slowed things down a little bit, but we're growing on deposits. People are starting to earn interest again. So people that have money, you know, now are not getting zero for it. They're getting a decent return. So, but yeah, we're still making construction loans and still making normal loans.
Yeah, what can you do for people just overall at Andrew Johnson Bank?
We offer all services. You know, all the deposit services, and then wide range of loans. Basically, we do it all. I can do a small consumer loan, or I can do $1 million, you know, millions of dollars commercial loans. We don't have specialists. We take care of our clients.
Certainly so. And speaking of taking care of people, you've been taking care of children with the Empty Stocking Fund for many, many years.
What a great thing you guys do. This is just such a blessing to our community. Between you guys and the churches and the community and the civic clubs.
Kiwanis Club?
Yeah.
Your Kiwanis Club, yeah.
We clothe the Head Start children. That's coming up here before Christmas.
Yes.
So it's just, I love this community. I've been here for 30 plus years, and it's home, and it's just such a giving spirit in this town, and it's just such a great place.
I know you're friends with Jonathan and Sarah, and you know, Sarah, people talk all the time about how blessed we are here. I think one reason is because we give so much.
I don't know. You just can't outgive to good things, and God will take care of you and bless your family. And it's being from a big city like I am, being from Houston and moving to a place like this and becoming home is, I tell people all the time, it's so refreshing to see true community, on a scale where you really can see it. It's so special.
Right. That's exactly right.
Very grateful.
Well, Mike, I want to go over to you. Andrew Johnson always helps us out. What's happening this year?
Well, we're just, like I said, we're still growing. We're still looking for new clients, taking care of the ones we have, getting ready for Christmas like everybody else. You know, we have 2 locations now in Cleveland.
That's right.
4425 north of Coe Street, and then downtown is 555 Coe Street. So we still allow people to come in and see us, so please stop by and check us out. We've got wonderful staff, and they'll be glad to try to meet your needs.
Well, I appreciate what Andrew Johnson Bank and you yourself and everybody there has done for Empty Stocking Fund over the years. We really appreciate it.
We're a community bank. You know, we've been part of this community now for almost 15 years. I know that's shocking, but
I remember doing that grand opening remote out there. Remember I guess 15 years ago.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's crazy.
Wow.
But, time flies when you're having fun.
Now you got to deal with Matt Coleman and Robert Thompson in there.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Well, I mean, I tell you, I did see we just played one of their spots where they're wearing the Bobby Taylor Christmas jacket.
I did see them
so
walking down the elevator or coming down the elevator the other day. I kind of caught my eye. I was like, what is going on?
Is there a party you missed? I can't believe it.
No, I wasn't invited.
I know. Hey,
thank
Mike,
you for what you do, you know, always in this community, not just this, but everything you support. The Cantrells are big in supporting everything, too, and we appreciate what you guys do. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and come see us.
All right, Andrew Johnson Bank, our buddy Mike Thomas. And Mike, thanks so much. Great to see you. Jonathan and Sarah, we need to get these phones ringing, don't we? I tell you right now.
All right, yeah, tell him bye. There we go. That's Jonathan and Mike's better side on the camera there. That was beautiful. Thank you. Tell you, we're gonna take a quick break right here. But as we go to break, 423-614-6499. Let's send this out to Andy Williams. Hey.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Let me do a quick check of sports here. It's a CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness. And I tell you, Jonathan, were you aware, were you watching the college football ranking show yesterday and all that? Did you see any of that?
Watch, but I listened.
You heard about it?
Yeah, some not happy people out there.
So let's start with that because the college football playoff rankings came out yesterday. Michigan number 1, Washington 2, Texas 3, Alabama 4. Alabama 4 at 1 loss. Florida State undefeated number 5. Now Mike Alford is from Cleveland. Louis Alford's son is the athletic director at Florida State, and had quite a commentary. What do you make of this?
Well, you're talking to a guy who is a fair weather I love football. My son loves it. I try to keep up with it. I do the best I can with sports and basketball.
Sure.
But I was watching. I watched the Alabama Georgia game, and in the world, everybody, in your mind, you think, okay, Georgia's number 1. But they don't play off. That's it. Their season's done.
Yeah.
I think it's really overall just an unfair way to do things. I think they need to go back to doing more. Like actual playoff style, you play until the best team wins. Now I know that's not always the case, but the way you play are crucial calls. But I didn't agree with that. Because like I say, Florida State was undefeated, and they played a pretty tough schedule.
I think we said last hour it comes down to TV ratings, and that's pretty much Alabama and Michigan. Now who do you support? Who do you support? You're from Texas.
I'm a Texas Aggie fan.
So you're an Aggie
fan.
Yeah. A&M.
A&M.
Okay,
yes.
so you're the 12th.
That's where I almost went instead of Lee. So
really,
it was a pretty big difference. But so I'm still in Canada.
You.
I loved Lee. I loved. But I'm still an
You
Aggie.
worked at Lee, as I recall.
I did for about a year. And I loved that job.
First office.
I was the very first media relations director. Yep. But no, I'm an Aggie fan. But we're a basketball family. I mean,
Basketball.
clearly we're like giraffes and giant. We love basketball.
Matter of fact, he called when I played
did.
at Cleveland State. He was on the sidelines.
I did.
Man, I'd love to go back and do that over again.
Wasn't that fun?
It was
Your
fun.
Cleveland State time?
Big country.
Oh, come on. You got that right.
Remember that?
I remember it very well. Me and L.J. Kilby.
Yes, of course. There's videotape of those. You can hear yourself calling.
Really?
Call was like, "Is that Steve Hartline?" I said,
I'd love to hear that
I'll
sometime.
have to record it.
I was in high school.
Yes.
Were you not? Yeah, I guess so.
Sig called me, the late, great Jim Sigliano, who we just lost.
God bless
Sig
him.
called me, and he said, I was a junior in high school, and he said, hey, I'd like you to call our basketball games. It was on, at that time, Garth Free is what Garth Free 103. This was 1993. And
Garth
it was
Free?
They call
As
it
in no Garth Brooks?
It was 103.1, which is now J103, but it was 103.1, and they were old country, so they didn't like Garth. They didn't like. So Sigliano calls me and he says, "Hey, do you want to do some basketball for us, some play-by-play?" I said, "Well, sure." He said, "Well," I said, "When do we start?" I said, "Tonight." Oh, okay.
Tonight.
So I spent my economics class, this is why I know nothing about economics, at Cleveland High with Randy Guerin. I was memorizing names and numbers, and that was tonight, and you were probably part of that, actually.
That's great.
So let's come back to present day here. Let's see, we've got, so the semifinals are set. Michigan, Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Washington, Texas in the Sugar Bowl of the college football playoff semifinals as announced yesterday. All right, UT will play Iowa in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day. NFL yesterday, Colts over the Titans, 31-28 in overtime. Falcons won an ugly game, beat the Jets in New York, 13-8. Sunday Night Football last night, Packers upset the Chiefs at Green Bay, 27-19. Monday Night Football tonight, Bengals and the Jags. Dwayne, your Jaguars, you've jumped off the Titan ship.
I'm on the Jaguars bandwagon. My son-in-law will actually be in attendance tonight at that game.
Oh, really?
They're in Jacksonville, so go Jags.
Well, good. He can play for the Titans if he wants. That's tonight, 8:15, ABC Television and Talk, 101.3 The Buzz. Radio coverage presented by Hamilton Health. Ohio State beat the Lady Vols yesterday, 78-58. Braves acquired Mariners outfielder Jared Kelenic, plus two other players, five-person deal. Jim Leland elected the Baseball Hall of Fame manager yesterday at the winter meetings in Nashville. Local news. I want to go to this, and Jonathan, your alma mater, Bradley Central, which made it to the semifinals of the football playoffs this year. They lost to Oakland High School. But Oakland got beat Saturday by Houston High School. Oakland had won 3 straight championships. So
I just heard that. I didn't know who won until this morning.
And you guys, Baylor McCallie, tell me about that atmosphere last week.
Wow.
Your daughter's at Baylor. Oh.
I mean, of course, for any high school athlete, I guess, on that, I mean, to go to that type of atmosphere was, I mean, Caldwell, my son, loves, and he's like, man, wouldn't that be, I mean, just look at that. I mean, it's just, it's electric. But for football, for a high school football game, no matter which side of the ball you're on, 34-28, back and forth. I mean, it was Baylor up by, back and forth, and it went down literally, unfortunately, to one, another inches, as they say, and Baylor would have got a first down or a foot, I don't know, a couple of feet, whatever it was, and they might have made a play for a touchdown and won on a field goal, but they stopped. McCallie stopped them, and that was it. But it was just like that the whole game, back and forth, back and forth.
Very evenly matched teams. It was
you can't
great.
ask for a better game.
Well, in that rivalry and at Finley Stadium, and then for the state championship for the first time.
Unprecedented, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't happen. Of course, Baylor won it last year, so they didn't have a lot to hang their head
well,
on.
Absolutely.
But their biggest rival,
that's tough.
It is tough.
Bradley and Walker Valley led their respective regions in the postseason awards. Bradley coach Damon Floyd and offensive coordinator Todd Burkhart named coaches of the year in the region, Region 2 6A. Also, Boo Carter, Player of the Year. Caleb Martin, Offensive Player of the Year. Luke Keith, Ironman Lineman of the Year. All won awards. Walker Valley had their best program and or best season in program history. Coach Drew Akins, plus assistants Tyler Pope, Taylor Harvey, all Coach of the Year. Dwayne, Evan Swartzel, Player of the Year.
Yeah, Evan Swartzel, just a great kid, great quarterback. They're going to miss him next year there on the field and his leadership that he brings.
Yeah, certainly so. Bradley with 17 players on the all-region team. Walker Valley with 12. Cleveland High School with 9. All right, let's get back to it as we go about 5 minutes before 9 here, about to sign off here in a moment. But it's our empty stocking fund, and Dwayne, I want to go over to you.
All right, we've had some very generous donations here from our guest that's over to my right there. We want to go ahead and bring those into our daily total. Caldwell Paving, $5,000.
Thank you very much.
Is what they've done there.
Thank you very much.
But hold on, Steve, that wasn't enough. Manhattan Materials, $5,000 as well.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
So thanks so much, guys.
Talk about Manhattan Materials. You told us about this last year, a year ago. Talk about this.
Well, the easiest way to put that is I spent, the past 25 years of my life buying asphalt from wonderful producers across the region. And my grandfather, matter of fact, had an asphalt plant back in the day when, my grandfather was the start of Caldwell Paving. And he had an asphalt plant over off Highway 58 that kind of looked like something I'll come over on Noah's Ark, but but you know what? It was a plant. So anyway, I was around that, for years, and I just thought, as I was continuing to grow, and I thought, well, if I had the opportunity and the access to be able to do that, why would I not try to buy asphalt for myself and produce it for myself? So with a lot of faith and prayer, it did come to fruition, and Kenny Lonis was a big part of that, getting that plant torn down in North Carolina and brought it over here and put it up down South Cleveland, right there past Ricky Butler. So it's been a blessing to us so far, and it's done really well. Very, very thankful.
Really appreciate what you guys have given this morning. It's going to, like I said, buy a lot of toys, and that's what it's all about for these children.
They also had another person that called in on their behalf, was Holly and Eric
Mountain.
Yes,
thank you, Holly and Eric.
They $100 donation from them on behalf of Sarah and Jonathan being here today. So you want a total, Steve, what we're up to
give me
right
one
now?
second. Eric is the athletic director at East Hamilton High School.
That's right,
and Holly, who has been helping us. Holly's been helping us for years and years and years, and we thank them so much.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So let's get an update here as we're about to hit the 9 o'clock hour at 2 minutes for 9. Let me also thank Vascular Institute. Tracy, thank you so much. Tracy and Dr. Chris Lassar, Vascular Institute, Chattanooga, Cleveland, also North Georgia, as well as Jasper. You can call them here in Cleveland at 602-2750. Dr. Lassar, let me tell you something. They are the experts when it comes to vascular situations. They say, amputation prevention doctors, and that's what they do on a daily basis. Vascular Institute, they're doing the Lord's work, and they're right here in Cleveland. We've been so glad to have them in Cleveland the last several years. Exit 27, right there across from Longhorn. Dwayne, I'll go back over to you.
All right, we'll go back and revisit some of the people from earlier this morning that came by and seen us. We want to say thanks so much to Larry McDaniel of the Town Squire, $300. Now, he did that, Steve, in honor of his 6 grandchildren, and we're so proud of that. And then also Cleveland Plywood in the first hour this morning. We did have Steve Robinson and Rick Kaywood in here. Cleveland Plywood.
And we're still cleaning up after Kaywood. We had to use Clark's wife, so don't worry, we're fine.
All right, and they did $250 donation from Cleveland Plywood. Posh Nails, $200. And then Rick Kaywood personally himself, $200. Steve and Karen Robinson, $200. And let's see here. We heard a while ago, Holly and Eric Mountain, $100. Caldwell Paving, $5,000. Manhattan Materials, $5,000. Mike and Lisa Thomason, $250. And I believe we've got one more. That's Sarah. How do you pronounce her last name? Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
They did $50. I didn't want to make that announcement wrong there. So $50 for them.
Thanks, guys. We
So,
really appreciate that.
I've got to do this
We
real
got an
quick,
updated
Steve.
total here.
Give
maybe?
me just a second.
Oh, I gotta get
and I will.
his toes and fingers and all that out.
All right, so that brings our total right now to $93,432.92.
Hey, let's have a big hand for that. That is wonderful, wonderful. Jonathan and Sarah, thank you very much for coming in. Anything you want to add here before you go?
I just think what you do with Brenda is amazing. It's the hands and feet of Jesus, to say the least. I remember years and years ago, Big John Cantrell got me out of bed one early morning, and one Saturday, I think it was with your grandfather's. We delivered a food and then toys, and I had a real rude awakening to how people live in just
right here
what I saw, and he taught me. We also did this thing where you take your toys to the to the fire hall, and I went down and I started, and he kind of corrected the ship. He goes, no, what we're going to do is we're going to collect your allowance. Why would we're going to give them new toys. We're not going to give them used toys. Right. And I was like, oh well. but
when you're a child,
but when you're 9 or 10 years old, fast forward 40 years, that changes things, I guess. But it taught me the real spirit of Christmas and giving and what it's all about.
Sarah, anything you want to add here before we go?
No, just grateful to be here, and I just hope people will be so generous so we can meet the goal by the end of this week, right?
That's by Friday. Yeah.
215, is that what's the goal?
I know that the economy is kind of right now, and so, but I've always found that when you give, you just get so blessed in so many other ways. So I know interest rates are high, inflation's crazy, but it's worth giving. You really cannot outgive to people who actually need it, because so many of us have so much.
And they're right here. They're right here in Cleveland. And, as Brenda Lawson reminds us, this is a record number of children. So right at 1,500 children this year, Dwayne. I believe Brenda's been saying that to us throughout.
Yes, just here in this county.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's one of the things she said, as our community has grown, the need has grown. Sometimes we don't think about the other side of that. As more people have moved in, we see that by traffic in the community. Yes. As those things grow and businesses grow, so does the need of other folks in our community grow as well. Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys for helping us out, and thank you for what you did personally also. Very, very much.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. My friends, Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell have done a tremendous job this morning. I tell you what, Dwayne, let's get a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, we're celebrating birthdays today. Dejanay is celebrating her 11th birthday today. Didn't get a last name on the text thread with that, but we want to wish Dejanay a happy birthday. Duran Sherlin celebrating a birthday today. Chandler McDaniel celebrated a birthday on Sunday, 19. Weston Hall, that's from Mall, and our good friend Troy Spence of this community celebrating a birthday today. Connor Bynum, 14th birthday. And Sonia McCann celebrating a 62nd birthday today. That is our Simmons Bank celebration list for your Monday.
Trading, but lack of inventory. Why buying on come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with big discounts, attractive financing, and trade-in assistance cash to help our customers get the most for their trade. So that's what we're doing. All this month, we have 2.9% financing for 60 months available. We have discounts up to $10,000. We have up to $2,000 in bonus cash available. Plus, buy now and get no payments till February of next year. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
This Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. September is PAD Awareness Month. Understanding peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, is vital for your well-being. PAD is a condition where arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood to your legs become narrowed or blocked due to a buildup of plaque. Certain risk factors increase your chances of developing PAD, including smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a family history of vascular disease. Early stages of PAD might not exhibit noticeable symptoms, but as it progresses, you might experience leg pain, cramping, weakness, or numbness. If left untreated, PAD can lead to serious complications like non-healing sores, infections, and even amputation. However, the good news is that a timely intervention can significantly improve outcomes. No referral is needed, appointments within 3 days, accepting new patients. 5 convenient locations. Find out more at vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon. Coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel.
We're doing some renovations on Fike. We're painting the whole inside. New furnishing's going in, give it a fresh new look. We're going to provide just as much professional services there as any other funeral home in the area. Cater to everybody's need, whether it's burial or cremation, whatever it may be, we're going to provide the community that. And I just want to continue that heritage that the Fike family started and build off of that. And I wanted to keep that name part of ours, even though we did change it to Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel. We wanted to make sure we honored the Fike name. We treat your family like they're our family.
Mixed Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
My name is Phil Jacobs, and this is part of my staff at Logan Thompson, Crystal Pryor, and Lee Thurman. We want to take an opportunity to share with you that we are excited for this Christmas season, excited to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Our law firm has been serving this community for over 50 years, and we are proud to do so. We hope that you and your family have the best holiday season, and we wish you
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Riley Nagel spoke with a mental health expert to learn more about why this happens and some ways to try to manage it.
Preparing for Christmas, or really any holiday this time of year, can be fun, like decorating a Christmas tree or buying presents. But when you combine the planning of traveling, budgeting finances, or visiting family, it can quickly become overwhelming.
Because everyone has a really high expectation level of what the experience should be, and likely it's going to fall short.
Katie Burns, a licensed mental health counselor, believes the holiday blues are real. She sees a large increase in the number of clients from October through March and says the obvious stresses come from all the planning, but there are other factors some don't want to admit.
But I don't think a lot of people are talking about the emotional toll of family gatherings.
Burns explains having a rocky relationship with in-laws or your siblings is common, but when you spend days together, triggering topics are bound to come up. She advises to plan ahead if simmering emotions are expected to boil over.
no, don't tell me how to raise my child. That's a harder boundary to state, but you can say, oh, excuse me, I need to go to the restroom, or I need to step outside. It's getting hot in here.
Because of all the focus on visiting family, people tend to forget about taking care of themselves, staying up too late with guests, ignoring exercise, and overeating.
The busier you are, the more self-care you need. The more you need to get that exercise in, take that walk, go to that yoga class, and really prioritizing sleep.
Dr. Tiffany Bartell, another local licensed counselor, says if we're being generous to others, we must also remember to be generous to ourselves. That means pumping the brakes and unwinding with some alone time.
It's kind of counterintuitive. I think the holidays can be a time where we're not really loving and giving to ourselves.
Both counselors mentioned that not everyone has family to spend time with this time of year, and isolation can be awful for our mental health. Bartell and Burns encourage people to reach out to those who have no place to go.
We're going to collect what everybody has, and then we're going to take it by the finale on Friday and drop that off from our office, from our staff, or from our department, from a plant, a shift at the plant. So whatever you want to do, be creative, but just know that every single penny that you're going to be donating this week will go 100% to the presents for the kids for the Empty Stocking Fund. So please be that person that gets creative this week. And again, throughout the day, just because we go off the air, Steve, doesn't mean that things shut down. You can call or text all day long, 614-6499, and be able to get those pledges into us. I believe a little bit later today, Steve, I'll be back on the air, and I'm trying to make sure that it's so busy, just trying to make sure that we'll confirm that.
Yeah, Lindsay Bell will be with us.
Yeah, Lindsay Bell will be with us this afternoon from Bradley Central. We were talking about that earlier with what they did in the parade. So tune in for that. I'm sure she'll bring some energy for sure.
Some fun
this afternoon. So be listening in for that.
All right, thanks so much, Dwayne, to Gideon Ratcliffe, Austin, and Caden, and everybody who have helped us so very much. Lines are open right now at, and I'll get you to do a total here as we end. 423, our phone lines, Volunteer Ritapest Mix Line. Thanks so much to Volunteer Ritapest. They gave $4,000 to the Empty Stocking Fund this year. 423-614-6499. Darren Miller, eXp Real Estate. I'm sure Darren's going to be dramatic and get in here just any time for the Empty Stocking Fund. You can text the cell with Darren Miller text line or call 423-614-6499. And as we say, you put this party on. We're here. We are the conduits. And, hey, thanks so much, Holly and Eric Mountain. That very nice $100 donation in honor of Jonathan and Sarah Cantrell, who joined us here a moment ago. Thanks so much to Caldwell Paving, $5,000. Manhattan Materials, $5,000. And, Dwayne, so as we leave the air this morning, where are we at this point?
All right, here is our total for this morning, $93,432.92.
That's great. So we're moving, and we're going to end this on Friday morning. We'll be here all day today, and we will, back on the road for the first time ever, we'll be at First Baptist Cleveland on Wednesday morning. We will be in the new building, and to my knowledge, from what Beasley told me, Stephen Beasley, media director there, that will be the first broadcast in that new building.
Wow.
So looking forward to that Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., and you can come see us in person. And, of course, Friday, the finale, as always, at Life Care with, it's the same schools every year because, let me tell you, they want to come back, and we appreciate it. Cleveland High, Walker Valley, Lake Forest, and Tennessee Christian will all provide our music Friday morning. It should be a great morning. So, as Dwayne said, if you're in the office already, and now we're going to stop talking. We'll get to the music and all that. But if you're in the office already, somebody take some initiative. Please, somebody take some initiative. We got a long way to go here. That's a great number, but we got a long way to go. We got more children we've ever had, ever. This happened since we've been going since 1945. And this is the oldest charity at Christmas time in Cleveland. And so we'd love to have you participate however you want to do it. Okay, so anyway. All right, we're going to say again thank you to Andrew Johnson Bank. Andrew Johnson is our sponsor this hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Johnson Bank and our friends there. And I believe we have a call coming through here. Good morning. Who's this?
Well, you know what? This is Chuck Evans. I tell you what, Steve-O, Mike gave you way too much credit.
Well, I think. What do you mean? He gave me too much
How
credit.
good you? Yeah, I gave you way too much credit. Thomason gave you way too much credit.
Well, that's
I
right.
just I wanted to be the last one to call today and just let you know that Kiwanis Club is going to give $250.
Wow.
And, we're happy to do that. We're on the throes of giving our coats away to the East End kids. We're doing 100. We're also doing 6 homeless children, and we're doing that on Thursday, this coming Thursday, December the 7th.
Chuck,
So,
well, let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The history, which is over now 100 years of the Kiwanis Club helping boys and girls here, is almost unparalleled in Cleveland and Bradley County. And for the Kiwanis Club to give to the Empty Stocking Fund is so meaningful. Chuck, remind us of that coat giveaway you guys are doing again on the east side.
December the 7th at about 9:30, we're going to meet at Blythe School, and then we're going to go over to Southeast. We're giving coats and toboggans and gloves away to all these. I think there's 96 children, and then we've got 6 homeless kids that do not go to the school, but we're meeting through Head Start with the families to give those kids the proper clothing for the winter.
Chuck, I can't thank the Kiwanis Club enough, but not just at Christmas time. You guys are there all year long. You're one of the most active civic clubs look, over 100. How many years? Is 102?
102 years.
100,
Yes, sir.
102 years. And let me say this too. We got Chuck Evans on the phone, president of the Cleveland Kiwanis Club. Just made a very nice donation to the Empty Stocking Fund. Chuck, hey, tell us if people were interested in an application or maybe want to check out the Kiwanis Club. What do you tell them?
Basically, I just tell them, hey, we meet at the Elks Club every Thursday at 11:30. If you've got an interest in hearing what our mission is, hearing a good program, and talking about the kids of Cleveland and Bradley County, come see us. Come as my guest, and we'll talk about membership later.
All right. Chuck, hey, buddy, tell everybody in the Kiwanis Club hello, except for Charlie Cogdell, who he's a big Yankees fan. We don't... You know, he actually made a donation this year. I couldn't believe it.
Well, God love him. That came from Sherry, I'm sure.
Hey, Chuck Evans. Chuck, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You guys have a great day.
God bless the Kiwanis Club. Boy, I tell you, Dwayne, they are wonderful, aren't they?
They do a tremendous job. Chuck Evans, such a big advocate in our community, too, for so many different things outside of the Kiwanis Club. We're very lucky to have him in our community.
Chuck is in the Hall of Fame in racquetball and shares an agent with his friend Novak Djokovic. And he and Novak are tight. Now, has that netted us an interview with Novak? Of course not.
You still sound bitter about that.
Well, man, it's only been 5 years, but whatever. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. But no, thanks so much, Chuck Evans. And, of course, Mike Thomason is a former president of the Kiwanis Club. He was impeached. But Mike, city president Andrew Johnson Bank in with us this morning. And they're sponsoring this hour of our 48th annual WCLE Empty Stocking event. Folks, it's as easy as a phone call. It's as easy as a phone call. We've been saying that for years. You know, and don't count on remembering it later. If you're hearing it now, and you say, you know what, I want to help out. I want to help. And you heard it earlier. I mean, Jonathan, he said on the air, you know, these boys and girls are here. Yeah. And he's been helping us all his life through his dad, you know, going back to Reverend Littlefield and my grandfather and Brenda at Christmas Memories. So, yeah, right here. You got about 1,500 boys and girls right here. Here. And you do it. You do it every year. You've never let us down. Forget us. We don't matter. It's the boys and girls who you've never let down. I could sit here for 15 hours and tell you stories. I could sit here all day long and tell you what I've experienced all my life because I grew up in it. But you know what? You could tell us stories too, I'm sure. And I'm especially moved this morning. We had Rachel Hatchett in here talking about she has a counseling business, counseling office, a practice. Talk about the hurting people, the people who are lonely. She said anxiety is the greatest thing that she hears about. The biggest thing they hear about is anxiety. Let me tell you something. There's peace in Jesus Christ. There is peace today. But let me tell you, the Bible gives you heaven's guarantee. If you help a child, the Lord will help you. You cannot give to a child and not get a blessing. Now, let me say it very quickly. I don't believe in, I don't believe in giving to get. But you cannot help the blessing of God Almighty on your life. And those of you this morning who are saying, you know what, I'm one of those. I'm down. I'm depressed, and you've got every reason in God's world to be down and depressed. But I challenge you this morning to give to a child and watch what happens in your heart. This is a wonderful time of the year. This is a wonderful operation. This is a great thing. And there's some wonderful people involved. But this is the time to do it while you're thinking about it. So give us a call, would you? 614-6499. Or you can call or text that number, either one. And do that today, would you? All right, so we're going to move on here, play a little music, and get into our day here. Dwayne will be back later with more. Stand by.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix.